Hey folks, Brent Bocek here again. Today I want to talk a little bit about maintaining your blades. If you're a musky fisherman, I'm sure you got a box full of blades just like I do. And we're talking blades. If you're not a musky fisherman, we're talking blades very similar to what we used to call a bucktail. Years ago, bucktails had one blade and had hair from a deer tail on it. Nowadays, blades, we got two blades. These are 10s. That's the size of them. And we got flash blue on there. These threw off a lot of vibration going through the water. Lively flash blue on the back. They catch a lot of fish. A little while ago, I was in my garage and I was sharpening hooks on a lot of my musky baits. What I noticed was this one bait here. Oh, other hook. Here's the hook that I took off of this bait. If I can catch it. Where'd it go? There it is. If you see there, right there, that hook there, this one here, it's very small. Okay, between the point of the hook and the barb, it's very short. It should be a lot longer. Should look more like these ones here. You see that there? It should look more like that there. So the reason that's short like that is from over sharpening it. I probably had that hook on that bait for 2 years. You know, I like to keep my hooks very sharp, and over time that's worn right down. It's probably worn down more because that one got bent over. Maybe I hit a rock or a piece of wood or something with it, and I had to really file it a lot to get it sharpening it while I was on the water. Another thing I noticed with this bait when I was sharpening hooks, the heat shrink here was all broken up, and just from catching fish on it, fish fighting on that bait, so it was weak. So what I did was I took a new hook, took about a 1-inch piece of heat shrink, and put it over the shaft of the hook. I take my bait, I put it onto the split ring. Make sure you use a good pair of split ring pliers. Then I take the heat shrink back over top of the eye of the hook there, over top of the split ring, and onto the bait itself, onto the wire from the bait here. I can show you there. See, so you got the eye of the hook, you have your split ring, and then onto the wire of the bait. Now the hook hangs back nice and straight behind my bait. I've sharpened hooks, they're very sharp. One thing when you're sharpening hooks, I like to take my file and I'll go 2 or 3 times on one side, 2 or 3 on the other, and then 2 or 3 more times along the back side of the hook. I'm not going to go on the hook and press real hard and file up and down like that. Just 2 or 3 times one way on the 3 sides of the hook. Get it razor sharp and you're all set for when the muskie strikes. Go in, check all your baits, give it a little look over. If you got rusty hooks, if you got dull hooks, if the hook points are too short now, change your hooks out. Get ready for the season when it opens in June, and we'll see you on the water.